Okay, thank you, friend. Thank you for joining tonight class. So we will begin the class, and tonight we have a special guest, special speaker. So a wonderful lady. Her name is Esther Hing. So of course she will introduce herself more in details, right? She was a nurse. I think last 2 years back, maybe okay, last 2 or 3 years back, she was in Singapore and she was a student. And after that, she works in Singapore as a nurse. Right? So she passed the grade 10 examination, right? The matriculation examination with four distinctions. And after that, she got the privilege to study in Singapore, and she studied there. And then she worked in Singapore, and last 2 years back she stopped working in Singapore, and she came back in Myanmar, and then right now she is in Myanmar. Okay, so now let us welcome Sister Esther Hing, right? She is the sister of Mary Hing. Okay, you all know Mary, right? Sister Mary. Actually, we supposed to have Sister Mary Hing tonight, but her work shifted from day to night duty. Therefore, she couldn't join the class. But she arranged for us. Even though she couldn't join the class, she arranged for us, right? Therefore, we have her sister, right? Sister Esther Hing is with us tonight, and she will take the class. She will present something new, and we all will be listening and then have something news from her. And also, I will request you all, after she finished presentation, please make sure that you all ask the question, right? At least some question, okay? Some question, you must ask the question. Okay, that's what we're going to do tonight. All right, so now Sister Esther Hing, it's your time. All right, please take your time.
Okay, so before I start my presentation, can I speak in Burmese?
Actually, so we don't permit, when we begin the class, we don't permit to speak in Burmese, only in English. But since you're a special guest, right? So it's up to you. All right, so you may take.
Okay, thank you so much. ဆိုတော့ကျွန်မအရင်ဆုံးမြန်မာလိုခဏအရင်ပြောချင်ပါတယ်။ဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတော့အခုကကျွန်မအတွက်ပထမအဆုံးအချိန်အင်္ဂလိပ်လိုပြောတဲ့အတန်းချိန်ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်မအနေနဲ့အများကြီးလိုအပ်ချက်တွေရှိတယ်ဆိုတာသိတယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီနေ့အတွက်ကျွန်မလုပ်ဖို့ရန်အတွက်ကျွန်မပြင်ဆင်ချိန်2ရက်ရတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့2ရက်အတွင်းမှာကျွန်မစူးစမ်းပြီးတော့ပြင်ဆင်ထားတာဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်အမားတွေလည်းအများကြီးရှိနိုင်တယ်အဆင်မပြေတာတွေလည်းအများကြီးရှိနိုင်တယ်အဲ့ဒီအတွက်ကျေးဇူးပြုပြီးတော့နားလည်ပေးဖို့ရန်အတွက်မေတ္တာရက်ခံချင်ပါတယ်နောက်ကျွန်မPowerPointပြင်ထားတာရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့ PowerPoint ပြင်ထားတာရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီ PowerPoint နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့မှဒီထဲမှာရုပ်ပုံလေးနဲ့တွဲပြီးတော့ပြောထားတယ်တချို့စကားလုံးတွေဆိုရင်ကျွန်မမြန်မာလိုရေးထားတာလေးလည်းရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့တကယ်လို့မေးချင်တာတွေရှိတယ်မေးခွန်းလေးတွေရှိတယ်ဆိုရင်လည်းနောက်မှပြန်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါတယ်လို့ကျွန်မလည်းအခုချိန်ကြီးအင်္ဂလိပ်စာကိုသင်ယူနေတဲ့ကျောင်းသားတစ်ယောက်ဖြစ်သေးတဲ့အတွက်လိုအပ်ချက်တွေအများကြီးရှိအောင်ပဲဒါကြောင့်ကျွန်မတို့အတူတူဆက်ပြီးတော့သွားပြီးတော့လေ့လာကြရအောင်လို့ကျွန်မကအရင်ဆုံးမေတ္တာရက်ခံချင်ပါတယ်So hello, good evening everyone. It's very nice to meet you. This is my first time sharing in English, so there might be some mistakes. So please bear with me. And today I would like to share 3 topics. The first part will be I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. And the second is sharing my experience while studying in foreign country, which is Singapore. And the last will be presenting about some healthy habits and its benefits. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself to you guys. Firstly, I will talk about my family. So I'm Esther, and I'm sure you all know my sister Mary. So I'm her younger sister, and like she said, we have 6 family members. So these are my parents and my sister Mary and me, and these are my 2 younger brothers. And this is my second family because my father is an orphanage founder. We are staying together with them on a big farm. So we are a very big family. And here I will talk about my education part. So after finishing high school, I got a scholarship. So I have to go to Singapore and study there for 3 years in nursing. So in 2018, I graduated. And after that, I came back to Myanmar. Then I continued to study in Dagong University. majoring in English as a distance student. So currently, I'm still a university student. And about for working experience, after my graduation in Singapore, I worked there for 6 months as a staff nurse. And then I came back to Myanmar and did a program which is called Life Training School. And that school is actually targeted for students who finish grade 10. And we taught them Bible combining with other subjects such as music, computer, English, and personal development skills. And after that, I helped in my father orphanage school for almost 2 years. And so currently, I'm working as a teacher. I teach children from my orphanage school and students from overseas who wants to learn Burmese. And during my free time, I also do some translation project because I love reading and I want to share those good novels to my friends. So all the things that I mentioned above are about myself. And now I would like to share about my experience while studying in overseas. So the first thing is language difficulties. Although my sister loves studying English, I am not, and I don't enjoy learning English, and I never thought I will get the chance to study in overseas. So without any preparation, I went to SG, and over there I had to attend English class for 3 months. And during those times, it was very stressful because I was supposed to speak in English and I have no choice. I have to speak. In order to finish group project and group work and assignment, whether I like it or not, I have to speak in English because they don't understand Burmese nor I don't know how to speak their language. So I still remember that we use a lot of broken English, but as long as they can understand you, as long as you can communicate with them, it's okay. You can use broken English, but the most important thing is you must speak. Because if you keep quiet, like if you might think it's okay, I will not say, I will just keep quiet. I would just say yes or no, but it's wrong. If you want to improve your English, you must speak. It doesn't matter your grammar is wrong. It doesn't matter if you're speaking broken. It's okay. You have to speak. So the step is you have to speak English, and this is how I learn. And in order to communicate with other people, I also have to catch up what they're saying. So Singapore is a multinational country. They have Chinese, Malay, and Indian people, and also other minority group for like Myanmar, for Thailand, and Filipino, and other Western people. So they have a lot of people are mixing there, and so they use English as a common language. And I'm sure you all will notice that there are different accents depending on which country you are from, especially American accents and British accents. So aside from that, we still have to note some accents. So for Singaporean, they also have their own unique accents, which are very different from American and British. And they call it Singlish because it combined with Singapore and English. So they call it Singlish. Yeah. So I will play a short video for you guys to have a better understanding what is English. So I will play a short video.
Hello?
Hello, Auntie. Hey,
Uh,
this is Vernon again. I need to do another party. Can I order food from you guys?
yeah, can what you want?
What's the menu this weekend?
This week, fly rice, beef fly rice.
I like fly line.
You want,
Hello.
chicken curry? Got also the nasi lemak,
Hello.
All you want,
Yeah, it's going to be a big party. What kind of
Esther?
drinks can you give us, Auntie?
Ring,
Hello, Esther.
Hello, okay.
Hello, Esther. I think no one can see your PowerPoint, I think something wrong. So now you display the video, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but no video is playing here on the screen, and even some of the message they say there, it's they can't see, the page, the first page, the PowerPoint, right? So when you display the PowerPoint, how many pages you display, I don't know, but we saw only one page. Apart from that, we didn't see any other pages.
Okay. I will check.
So maybe something wrong with the PowerPoint, the screen share. So I think let's try again. Okay, let's try again. So I don't know, something wrong. Yeah, now it's going. It's moving now. Yeah, it's moving now. Everyone, can you see all? Let us ask.
Can you see the
all
next
over.
page? This one. Can you see the
Yes,
next slide?
yes.
Now is it okay, Mark, Teresa, Grace?
Yes, now I
How
can
about
see.
this one?
Okay, yeah, we can see the contents. We can see. Yeah, I
The
think now it's
content,
working.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so how about the video? Please try the video, whether we can see it or not.
Hello?
Hello, Auntie. Hey,
Uh,
this is Vernon again. I need to do another party. Can I order food from you guys?
yeah, can what you want?
What's the menu this weekend?
This week, fried rice, beef fried rice.
I like fly line.
You want chicken curry?
Yeah, chicken curry is good.
Got also the nasi lemak. All you want?
Yeah, it's going to be a big party. What kind of drinks can you give us, Auntie?
I think we have the fruit juice. We have also we have bandung. We also have like soft drink like coke.
Sorry, what drink is that?
Coke.
Ooh.
Medium coke also got. Big coke also got. Which one you want? Also can three coke for price of one. I give you You order enough. I give you that.
What? Wow.
Mm.
What a great. Okay,
So-
I'll take that lah.
Which one? Small one.
No, I got a lot of people.
You give me you get the medium 30 cents more. I give you big coke.
30 cents more for the big one. Okay, I think I need the big one.
You need the big one
But Auntie, is yours the real thing? Nice to drink or not?
Yeah, of course coke very nice one no need to worry
When can you deliver the drink?
You tell me the food how many, then the coke also how many I give you.
Okay, thanks, Auntie. I'll confirm again later. I call you again.
Okay, thank you.
It's awesome, right? Awesome and so funny, right? I enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah, that was what I have been struggling for 3 years. Their accents are very different. So after that, my English, yeah. So after that, my English skill is slowly improved, and so you can be greedy. You have to go step by step, and it takes times, and there is no shortcut. And the second thing that I face is culture shock. So culture shock means it is a feeling of confusion and anxiety that you may experience when you move to a new place or new environment. So I will point out 3 things that make me shocked. So the first is number 1 is food. So in Myanmar, we rice is our main dish, and we eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But in there, they only eat for breakfast. They drink Milo and coffee with some bread. So that's all. And for me, uh, I feel like what? I don't know how to eat. I really can't eat those food. So and also I love to eat oily food like chicken curry and the salad like jazanto and kausueto, like which is very spicy and sour. But what they usually eat is noodle. It's very plain. It's just like soup, and also porridge. That is their main dish. So which is very different from my taste, and that's why I have to eat some instant noodle and fried eggs for 2 months. Yeah, and number 2 is transportation system. In SG for transportation, we have to take train and bus. So they call train is emergency. So for payment, they use card system instead of cash. So you have to bring your card, and if you want to go outside, you can't forget. This is so compared to Myanmar, their transport system is very advanced and convenient. But the one thing is they don't have co-driver. So if you want to go somewhere, you have to turn on your GPS, and you must listen the announcement for the speaker. And so basically, the operation system is the same with YBS. So number 3 is really make me shocked. If you visit to Singapore, you will see a lot of elderly people. They were working in shop, restaurant, and airport. So like in the picture, you can see 2 elderly people are working in airport. So here in Myanmar, after retirement, most of the seniors will stay at home. Some may take care of their grandchildren. Some will go to church, and some will enjoy their life just by traveling. But however, in SG, the elderly are still working because they have to earn money to support themselves, which is very sound like Western. So these are some points that I share about experiences while staying in overseas. So can you see the next slide? This is healthy habits and its benefits.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so this will be the last topic that I will cover for today. As I mentioned above, I studied nursing for 3 years, so I would like to share the importance of hand hygiene. So I will tell a little bit about the history of hand hygiene. So in 19th century, there was a Hungary doctor who had to take care of pregnant women. So one day there was a disease outbreak and the death rate of women after giving birth is increased. So he decided to do a research that every doctor and nurses must do proper hand hygiene before doing surgery. And after that, the death rate is surprisingly decreased, and they mandated that every healthcare professional must do proper hand wash before touching the patients. So the reason behind is that a lot of bacteria and viruses are spreading from one person to another by direct contact. So if your hand is carrying germs and bacteria, you can spread to others just by touching them. So it's very important to do hand washing. So I will give you some example here. So this disease can spread to other people by direct contact. So example is a COVID-19, a diarrhea, and conjunctivitis. So these are very common diseases, and all the virus are spread to other person just by touching, so especially your hands. So now I will share how to do hand wash. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that hand hygiene is very important, but how many of you knows the correct method for hand washing? Is there anyone who knows how to do hand wash? Is there anyone?
Hello, someone.
Can you demonstrate?
Yeah. Ikibai likes to demonstrate, I think.
Okay, come on. Can you show us?
Yeah, Ikibai, you like to demonstrate how to wash your hands? Hand wash?
I think the first, yeah, and then the second and that, yeah, and then the next. I think I understand this.
So I prepare slide for you guys. So there are two methods to do hand hygiene. You can use either alcohol gel, which is say I write Burmese for you guys, and the second one is you can use soaps and water. So I also put a picture there, and also I write this one. So okay, so I will show you guys. So okay, so first you rinse your hand and then put the soap. Okay, so I will read first. La pawa, la pamo, la kaucho. So la pawa means is you have to rub the upper part, and then la pamo is the back of your hand. So the first will be this one, and then the second will be the back of your hand. And after that, la kaucho means your knuckles, and then la ja is in between your finger. Okay, and then you have to remember your thumbs. So rub this, and then you have to scrub it. It's because there might be some bacteria in your fingernails, so you have to rub it and scrub it. And then the last will be your wrist. Yeah, so I will do it again. Okay, the first will be la pawa, la pamo, la kaucho, la ja, la ma, ma jan seရ câu ရွေးချစ်ပါ လက္ခဏာ လက်ကဝတ်မှာ အဆုံးသတ်ပါ So it's very easy method, but I'm sure everyone know they have to do hand wash, but only a few people know the correct method. So it's very important to know that. And Yeah. So after that, you have to use a clean towel to dry your hand. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. This is my end of my presentation. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask, and I'll try my best to answer. And if I can't, I will ask for help from co-sharing. Okay, thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Esther Hing. All right, it's a wonderful presentation. I didn't expect this much presentation. All right, but you did so well, Sister Esther Hing. So you did a very good job. All right, so really appreciate of you. All right, so now, hello guys, your turn. All right, I know for sure you guys have learned a new insight tonight, right? A new insight. So very good things. So she covered, some of the her experiences in the area of food system, transportation, and even like professional. We say like age people, like old people are still working in Singapore. Right, these are some of the insight, right? The good experience that we learned tonight from Sister Esther Hing. And after that, we also learn like a good lessons, a kind of what is that like in a hygiene, right? So the best way to wash our hands and to take care of ourselves, right? Health care, right? So all those things, right? So it's a really good thing, a good lessons we learned tonight. So you must have a lot of questions tonight. Therefore, now it's your time. All right. So to ask the question, come on.
Yes, I would like to ask. Sister Esther, nice to meet you. And thanks for your presentation. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. Today, I like your video clip concerned with the essence of English when we teach, when we learn. So every time I face with this difficult, so I would like to know how to handle, to understand foreign accent is different with our accent, I think. So can you share me your experience how to handle, to understand the other accent different with us?
Okay, I will try to answer my best. Okay, so if you want to know how to if you want to understand what the people are trying to say, you have to listen. I mean, you have to do listening. How should I say? Okay, so you have to listen a lot because there are different accents. So for American accents, you can learn from movie and also cartoon. And for British accents, you can also watch movie. And also you can learn. You can try to learn from listening songs. It's very effective. And also you can use some apps. Yeah, that one. Actually, I'm doing. I use a lot of apps to understand what the people are trying to say, and also to improve my accents. I also use the apps. So, for example, if the Indian guys they have unique accents, so you have to know their accents first. Like for a Singaporean, you have to know Singlish, and for Indian, you have to know their own language. And yeah, it's very dependent on the person that you're talking with. So, yeah. So the main thing is you have to know which one you want to talk. Like for English, is very formal. For American one, you can learn from YouTube video, and also British, you can learn from YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of video there. Is it all right?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for your explain and sharing.
I want to ask, at first you said you are just learning English. I want to ask a question. This is how to learn English. Yeah, like a movie or other. I want to ask.
So learning English is a big is a broad question. So I would like to ask you back which one you want to learn. So because there are 4 parts: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. So which one you want to learn first?
Oh, I want to learn. That's all.
Okay. Because for me, actually I'm special. I will. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I like reading and listening one. So I do a lot of I really emphasize on that skill, because if you want to cover 4 skill, is I think for me it's very difficult, because learning language is not like is not skill. You have to really keep in touch. You have to speak every day. You have to read every day, and you have to do the works every day, and you can stop right there. And so when a lot of people say that they want to learn English, they want to know, then they attend so many English class, but there is no improvement. So based on my experience, I think it's because they don't practice and they don't have a definite objective. So I would like to give some I would like to share some opinions, some uh, yeah, some advice. If you really want to learn English, you have to you have to know what is your definite objective. You have to know what you want to learn. Learning English is very broad, so you have to divide like listening part. For listening part, you will do like some listening sounds. You will learn from watching movie. And for writing, you have to read a lot of passage, and you have to read a lot of journal, English newspaper. And then for speaking, you have to speak with other friends, and you have to speak people from the international. And you can use apps like Line, and like a lot of apps you can use actually. And yeah, and the last one is for the writing skill. Yeah, for writing you have to write. Yeah, you have to write a long paragraph and a lot of essay. And yeah, I think that is the thing that, yeah, it's based on my experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I certify your answer.
Okay, good that you're satisfied with the answer. All right.
Thank
Okay,
you. Thank
so
you.
well, you're still thinking to ask the question, right? So still thinking to ask the question. Let me add something to the questions of Teresa Grace and Ikipai, right? Ikipai. So first thing is like about the accents. Regarding the accents, Teresa Grace, she was struggling with the accent to understand the accents of the native speaker. And not just the native speaker, we struggle even, like our neighboring countries, like us sister Esther Hing said, what you said, Singlish, right? Singlish. Singaporeans speak Singlish, right? So, and Indians speak English, right? English, maybe, right? Thailand speak Thaiglish, right? Myanmar speak Myanglish, right? So it's a kind of like unique way of speaking. We all speak differently, but all the accents are unique. Why unique? Because this is something different that other people cannot speak like us or like them, or cannot understand the way we speak, right? So we all struggle. So in order to understand, or in order to catch the accents of the other people speak English, is the best way, I think, is to get interact with those people. How? For example, my experience, right? Because I stayed in India for many years. So now if I listen, okay, I have experience to translate like Indian people, Singapore people, Australian people, New Zealand people, and British American, right? Like that. So I never translate for African people. But when I listen the way African people speak English in movie or in video clip, and all, I struggle a lot, because the way African people speak English is very different. But for India, right, Indian people, when they speak English, for me, not a big task, but not so difficult, because I stay there for many years and I can somehow manage and can understand their accents better than or more than the way African people speak. And even Singaporeans, right? They used to visit us here, right? And I have translated for Singaporean many times, maybe or more than 4-5 times. So the first time I do struggle. I struggle a lot because the way they speak is it's a Singlish, so I can't understand at first. But the second time it was somehow okay, and the third time, the fourth time, it was better. Right, it was better. Therefore, I will say that in order to understand the accents of different people, we must interact with them. We must have, close relationship or have friendship or going with them, talking to them and staying with them, having fellowship with these people. So it takes time, and based on those experiences or those relationship and those interaction, our communication will definitely improve the way we try to understand the accents of those people. That's, I think, the best thing. So that's one of the important thing that we need to understand ourselves. Why? Because we all may speak English, but we all will have different strength. Different strength means that we all will never be the same in speaking English. We all have different, different strength or different good points. For example, some people are very good in speaking. Even though they're very good in speaking, but they are very weak in writing. Yes, very weak in writing, reading, like that. But some people are very weak, or they are not good enough in speaking, in communicating, but they're very good in writing. Even I will say that, I will mention myself that I will be better in writing than speaking. Then I will say that. So even I'm not very good in speaking and communicating, but in writing, I'm talking about writing English, okay? So my English in writing will be better than my speaking, my communication. That I notice myself. Therefore, so some people will be good in writing, good in speaking, just speaking but cannot write, cannot read, may not be helpful for in many areas. So speaking, reading, writing, all things must go in hand, right? So for that, you can try by using a lot of methods. As Sister Esther Hing said, you may watch the movie, you may read the books, your favorite books, and you may, practice again and again, right? Always practice. So that will be some of the helpful methods for you. All right, thank you. And then anyone else like to ask the question?
I want to know, can you tell me your experience? How did you try every day? Yes, that's all.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, I really don't love studying English, but I love to study Chinese. So I will give an example. So now I'm using an app. It's called Super Chinese. This is I'm learning a language. It's just different. It's Chinese, and you are asking the English, but the method is the same. So I use app, and it always give a reminder that every day I have to study for 20 minutes. I use app. Okay, I will show you guys, for example. Okay, so nowadays we have a lot of apps, so you can find which one is more suitable for you. And this is a Chinese, so I use I have to study every day for 20 minutes because it keep reminding that I have to study. So you can use app. So this is a very smart one. So you can try for English. There are a lot of apps. Yeah, you can ask from your teacher or you can ask from your friends. Yeah, so this is so this is how I was doing for learning Chinese. So it is the same for English. You can use apps, but the main thing is you have to find the suitable one for you. Yeah, this is my answer. Is it all right?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. All right. Thank you for tonight. So to close the class, so let me pray, right? Let's pray. Dear Father God, thank you for tonight class. Thank you for being with us and thank you for giving us this chance. Father, especially thank you for Sister Esther Hing. Thank you for the privilege that we have Sister Esther Hing to have in our class. Thank you for joining. I pray for her and her teachings and her careers and whatever she's doing. May your grace be upon her. May your favor be upon her, Father. Continue to bless her and use her for your glory and enable her to do things in a better way, Father. And let her be shining every day and achieve all the purposes that she is trying to complete. Father, strengthen her. And also, Father, I pray for all my dear brothers and sisters here, all the participants in the class. I pray that may you give them wisdoms and knowledge. May you protect them and may you enable them to do things well, to learn the lessons, and all these lessons be a blessing for them. And after the class, as we have our own time, Father, may your grace continue to be with us. Thank you for hearing us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And thank you, my friends. Thank you, everyone. Okay, we'll see on Monday night. All right? Okay? All right, good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Okay, good night, good night, good night.